Welcome to GC's Web3 world. In today's video, I want to talk about AGNT.social. AGNT.social is a platform quickly becoming the place where I spend a good amount of my time in the day. So let's start by setting up your agent. So there's 3 ways that you can set up your agent. 1 is email, 2 is with a wallet, and 3 is with a passkey. So we're going to start by using an email to set up our agent. Basically, you put in your email, it sends you this code, you put the code in, and you're ready to go. The next stage, you have the opportunity to build your agent from scratch or bring in an NFT. I've chosen to build an agent from scratch. I feel like this is where most people are going to be. Plus, you can always come back later and attach an NFT if you want to. So let's get started. First, we're going to build our agent. Building our agent begins with naming our agent, and I chose to name this particular agent Where What You Own. It's just something that I came up with. The email that I'm using is ownership brands, so that seemed to make sense. And then you get to pick what you want the agent to call you. In this case, I've selected FitCheck. Next, you're able to import an image for your avatar, and I chose the same image that I use for my X account for this particular email. After that, you get to pick an archetype. In this section, there are a wealth of archetypes that you can choose. This is going to be how your agent looks at things. It's going to be a portion of how your agent is going to respond to you based on the questions that you ask it. So take some time, go through all the options, and decide. I decided on UNC because I wanted a more unique agent that was experienced in the space, so I went with that. Next, you get to set the tone, and that is going to determine the other side of your agent's personality. Again, how it responds to questions that you may ask it, and from there you move forward. At that point, your agent is created. So as you can see, it created your agent. It also created 2 wallet addresses, an ETH wallet address and a Solana wallet address. And this will come in later. But from there, you go to the next stage, which is to fund your wallet. You can do it with a credit card if you want to. I decided I was just gonna fund it, since I'm in Web3, by sending some ETH from another wallet, and I sent some ETH on Base, and there you go. It does take a little bit of time to move forward, but not too long. Next, you have the different areas of the page. A moment ago, I just flashed to the build section. That one is currently still in beta, but you can spend some time going through it if you want. The next tab is the trade tab. It's going to show you trending agent tokens. After that, the launches tab, you're going to see agent launched tokens, and there are a bunch of them. So when you look, if you just launched the token, it may take you a while to find it on this particular page, but as you move forward, I'll show you a different place where you can find it more quickly. If you click on one of the tokens, you can go in, you can buy, and you'll also notice on this page, you can see things like market cap, you can see the fees that are earned by a particular token. So it shows you a lot of information, and of course a bright, colorful design. You can import a picture for your token, or it will just assign one. Usually just takes the first letter. Next, you have the Robinhood agent build section and the AI section again. these are two sections that are being worked on and built out, but at the speed at which things get upgraded and updated on this site, I don't think it'll be too long before you see those areas active. On this page, the leaderboard, it tells you all the different ways you can earn points. And as you can see, the number 1 point person, and it goes all the way down to 100. After that, the next page, the feed, this is where you're going to see your token that you created more quickly. Also, you can go to the My Agent page, and on there, it's going to tell you the identity. It's going to tell you all the tokens that you own, your balance with that token, and any tokens that you've launched. As you can see right now, I haven't launched any tokens, but we'll get to that shortly. But this is where you'd find that information. So if you go back to chat, which is kind of your landing page, you'll notice that now it says Yo Fit Check, whereas first it said ownership brands. So that's an upgrade. Now let's launch a token. You can choose from 3 chains: Base, Solana, or Robinhood. And I'm going to pick Robinhood here to launch a token. It's up to you. You can name it whatever you want to. In this case, I decided I was going to go with Nightwing. First, I was going to go with Dick Grayson because it's Robinhood, but I figured it was a little bit too much. Anyway, if you don't know who Nightwing is, it was the first Robin, and he became Nightwing later. Anyway, set your token name, set your token symbol, and again, you can import an image that goes along with your token pretty easy. The next page, token ownership, everything is already set. You can make changes if you want to, but it's set up to make it go pretty smoothly, pretty easily in that regard. And basically, if everything is good, you're gonna hit next. You're gonna have a review page. Again, if everything is good, you're gonna hit launch, and a few seconds later, you're going to have a token that was launched that quickly. Now, you will notice that I only had ETH on Base, but we just launched a token on Robinhood. That's one of the beauties of AGNT.social. It's pretty much chain agnostic. What you have in your wallet doesn't impact what you can do on this platform. It's amazing. You'll get to the point to where you'll be looking at your tokens and have tokens on 5 or 6 different chains, all in the same place. You didn't have to go through and find the wallet that worked on the particular chain and put ETH on that particular platform to allow yourself to move forward. You didn't have to do any of that. And you can see right here, there's Nightwing. It's already there. That is an amazing, amazing thing. Now, if you want to buy some, you can go straight to the page and you can buy or sell directly from here. In a few moments, I'll show you other places where you can buy and sell your tokens. But again, I only have ETH on Base in this wallet, but I just bought some Nightwing on Robinhood. I didn't have to bridge. I didn't have to go through steps on putting the chain in the system. I didn't have to do any of that kind of stuff. I just saw a token that I wanted to buy. I had some form of currency, some sort of token on my wallet, and it swapped it over. And I didn't have to worry about any of that stuff. It's probably the easiest system that I've used to buy and sell tokens. Of course, it takes a little time, especially in this particular instance, if you're going from Base all the way over, but you can see the transactions that are there already, where I bought Nightwing on Robinhood using my agent. It's going to take a little time to show up, but once it shows up, there it is. So now you're on the chat screen. You see I have ETH on Base. You see I have Nightwing on Robinhood, all by interacting with my agent. If you've been in this space for a while, you know that is an amazing thing. The time that you save is beautiful. Now, on the main page, since I have the token over there, If I want to buy some more, I just click on it. It'll bring it over. Basically, put in how much I want to buy, hit purchase, and that's it. It takes a little bit of time, really just some seconds, and it'll show the confirmation for what I just did, and we're in business. Again, so super easy. I can't tell you. Well, I don't have to tell you. Again, if you've been in this space for a while, you know how difficult it is to bridge funds over and buy a particular token that you want to buy. This eliminates that. You don't have to worry about that at all. Now, if you want to analyze the token, click on a token, click Analyze Token, and your agent is going to give you some details, some stats, some information about your token. Remember, we just created this token earlier in the video, and it's already able to give me a breakdown or analysis, again, based on how I set the personality of my agent up, but it's already able to give me the information on the token I just created. This is amazing. I use this feature every day. I usually go ahead and analyze 1, 2, sometimes 3 tokens a day and post that. For me, it's a way to check in on a daily basis to see what's trending, what's going on. But it is a awesome tool to use. Again, if you want to analyze a token, if you know what the contract address is, you can just type that in. If you go out to something like a CoinGecko or what have you, find a contract address, come back, put it in, it's going to analyze that for you, give you a sense of what the token's doing, give you a sense of what the chatter is like, what the communication is like, who's talking about it on X, buys versus sells. It's great. So now let's go down to the profile section. In this particular area, you're going to see your basic information, your name that your agent calls you. You're going to see the section where you're able to connect X up to your agent. You're going to see both of your wallets down at the bottom of the screen there. And just below it at the very bottom, you're going to have a section where you're able to save any changes that you've made or that you make. So what we're going to do now is take a little time and make some updates to the profile section. If you want to set your passkey up to where you use a Face ID to log in or Touch ID, you can do that as well. And of course, you can connect the wallet. Like I said earlier, if you don't do it at the beginning, that's no problem. You can connect the wallet and pull NFTs out. But right now, let's connect X up. You just click this, pulls up X, go through, do your confirmation. You're done. Now your X account is attached to your file, and that makes it again easier for you to be able to get information from each area. Also, if you've been around over the past few days, it also makes you eligible for airdrops that could periodically happen. So setting up your agent, creating your agent, that's one part of it, but you definitely need to connect your X account so that you can make sure that you're eligible for anything that comes down the line. And there are some additional features that have recently been added, like this feature here, where you can ask just by clicking the button, what is Stonkbrokers and FWA, and it will give you some insights on what they are, a little bit about what you can do in reference to them, and all you have to do is push a button. It's a very easy to use resource. Of course, if you've had any interactions with any other chat bots, be it Siri, Alexa, ChatGPT, or what have you, you can also interact like this. You can ask any question that you want. How are you? And it's going to answer it. Now, I don't know if you noticed when we're on the profile page, I'll go back in a moment, but it tells you that you have 10 free messages per day. So keep that in mind. anytime that you interact, just like clicking that button to learn about Stonkbrokers and FWA, anytime you ask a question, it's going to pull from that. So you started with 10 and now you'll notice you're down to 8. But we did some other things, right? We analyzed token, we bought some token. Those things don't come out of this 10 message budget. Additionally, by interacting with your agent, by climbing the leaderboard, you can periodically be airdropped more messages. The last airdrop that I received on my main agent was 25 additional messages. So if you want more messages, that is a possibility, but just keep in mind it's going to give you 10 a day. If you're using the build function, if you're using the chat function, you're going to be beholden to that 10 a day, which I'm sure most of you guys are used to by using some of the other tools. You can purchase more messages if you're deep into a build and you don't want to wait till the next day. So feel free to do that. But just to let you know, here you can go to the leaderboard, type in your name, and you can see exactly where you are. Remember earlier I said it only shows you the top 100. So I'm not in the top 100 with my current score of this agent we just created, but I wanted to see where I was. Thank you so much for spending the time with me today on this video about AGNT.social. I hope you get an opportunity to use it, and I hope to see you on the platform. GG.